Hi YouTube, it's Sarah from Losing It For Me 42. A caveat to my last video, something that was really important that I completely forgot to talk about was when I had Shark Week was here, I had super restriction, and I think that had to do a lot with my not wanting to eat food, was that I had like mega restriction. I just couldn't get very much in at all. Now that Shark Week has departed, and I think this is partially why I feel so hungry, is that I have like super non-restriction. Like, it went from, barely getting 3 ounces in to like yesterday for dinner I had 3 ounces of chicken and then a couple of diced tomatoes on top, like an ounce or two of diced tomatoes, and I had possibly a sliver of pumpkin pie that lives in my house that won't go away. And I still wasn't like full. No, I didn't have it all at once, but like for me during super restriction, I could get like 3 ounces in and it would be like 4 or 5 hours before I could eat again. So like to go from that to being able to eat like 3 ounces of straight chicken plus tomatoes plus a little bit of pumpkin pie and still kind of be wanting something else, like I was very tempted to have more chicken, and then it was like, no, I need to have a protein shake. I need something that has like super protein. So yeah, very interesting whole thing about the restriction. I had heard from so many others that, especially during your period, like you can have like a change in restriction, and yeah, you can. Well, at least I did. I was very surprised. I don't really remember if I had it up to, but I definitely had it during. Excuse me. It was very, like, super tight, and, like, I mean, that's also when I had, pretty sure that's when I had the sushi, that I had, like, 2 pieces of sashimi, and I was like, ugh, I'm so full. And, like, that lasted for hours, that full feeling. So, very interesting little tidbit I wanted to share that I thought was kind of, important that I left out of my last one. Yeah. So restriction changing is very real from day to day. I totally feel I think that's why I feel so hungry right now, is that my restriction is like super loose. So I go from like, barely being able to eat anything to wanting to eat the world. And it's not even like my calorie intake has changed, because usually for me that's usually for me that's, PMS is I want to eat the world. But for post period, I've never really had insatiable hunger, and of late, like, I ate all that chicken and I was like, is there more chicken? So I did want to say that, I went to today's Monday. I did go to the gym. Yay. Didn't do much, but I did go to the gym. I figured today, all week, I'm going to go every day, even if I do very little, like, just to get myself in the pattern of getting up and going. Because that's the hard part for me, is the getting up and going. And then I'll work on what I do there. But I also wanted to say that I tracked my stuff last night with my new phone, and I was on Super Point, and that I didn't even really try. The only thing at the end of the night, when I was like, my protein level really isn't all that great, I had another Nectar protein shake, and that got me on Super Point on my macros, where I was at 100 grams of protein and like 25%, like it was like 50%, I think it ended up being 53% protein, 25% carbs, and something else. I don't know. I'm not mathy. Something else for my fat, but everything was on point on my macros. So I was super happy about that. Getting back on track. Yeah. Okay. Bye, guys.